So just in a couple of minutes of the video, I'm going to tell you what I think about the Rearz Alpaca adult diaper if you're looking to buy this. And so this is made by Rearz, as you can see. And it is originally designed for ABDLs, adult baby diaper lovers. You guys know that. But it can also be used for people with regular incontinence because it is not really a babyish print. It's just fun alpacas on it. You got pink alpacas, you got gray alpacas, and the Rearz actually fades when wet, so you can see where it's dry and where it's not. And you can also check on the back. So it's got a built-in wetness indicator, which you wouldn't know unless I told you or unless you already knew it from using them. But the plastic is extremely buttery smooth, as everyone overuses that term when it comes to diapers, but it is very smooth, about as smooth as it gets. They're super duper absorbent. I wore this one for 15 hours, but it's time to change because at the 12 to 16 hour range, I like to change regardless whether they're full or not. But it still does have a lot of capacity. There's no foul odors emitting from it. So the odor control seems to be working if it has it. Actually, I don't think it does, but it doesn't, it's not stinky or anything like that. It does have the elasticized waistband at the back. Although you can see it's no longer elasticized, it's stretched out, I guess. And the front one, it's a little elasticy, but not very much. I wouldn't say they do much of anything, to be honest, but I guess they're gonna help a little bit. So there's that. You've got the sticky tape tabs on the side, 2 per side. I kind of prefer myself to have 1 tape per side, but they're very rare to find. And I'd say most people probably don't like the single tape per side, but for my body type, they work really nice. Dual leg gather. They can handle large quantities of incontinence, whether bladder or bowel. Yeah, the major pro is the absorbency. So I wore them overnight and I used them a couple times. I had an appointment at a respiratory clinic to get a CPAP machine, and I went to fill up some gas, and I actually did go into the restroom to do number 2, and I took the diaper off. But before that, I thought, I got a diaper on. I'm just going to use the diaper. So I absolutely flooded this adult diaper, and the main advantage to it, honestly, is it feels really dry against your skin even when you flood it, and they're super duper absorbent. I would say one small con, not a huge problem, is that for men, this doesn't come as far up the front as it should. I would think another inch or 2 would do. And can you see that texture right there? That is not me crumpling it up. That is, even if you pulled it really flat, that's crumples within the product. So that's just the front plastic where these tapes attach to. It's reinforced. You guys see it? So that's just so it won't rip the plastic, the softer plastic of the diaper apart. So that's a reinforced landing zone is what they call that. So that, when it's laminated to the back sheet, and so yeah, it's like this hard plastic is laminated to this soft plastic, which is in the middle, which is laminated to this cloth in the back. And somehow when all 3 of them go together, it's really rough. It's extremely rough. It's almost like a sandpaper when it's against your skin. So super uncomfortable. At times I've cut these off, but then when you cut it short and you just put the tapes right here, and there's that right there is cut off, the tape will either touch your skin or pop off, or it'll cut into your leg right here. So not a very good design. Other than that, if the super duper itchiness doesn't bother you, they're a really good product. I do recommend them overall. I'll give these suckers a 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I just wanted to add on as well, they are plastic backed. So an advantage to plastic back, besides being really good for keeping odor in if you have a bladder or bowel accident versus cloth. Plastic back diapers with these reinforced landing zones typically stay on really tight. They're really reliable. Contrary to what people say that cloth back are better for more active people, actually most of the plastic back are more better for active people because they're not going to fall off when you're running, jumping, jogging, doing flips, whatever. They're a really secure diaper. And they're really good also if you have diarrhea problems. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you have IBS. Maybe you have C. diff like I had. When I had C. diff, I was like having accidents every other day. So they're great for watery stools. And I was gonna say here while I'm wrapping it up while I'm filming, for disposal, really good for wrapping it up tight. So if there is some stool in there, or you just want to keep it nice and neat in the garbage receptacle, you tuck that in, and they'll hold super strong. So, you know, if someone comes over and you happen to have the type of garbage can that doesn't have a cover on it in your bathroom, like I don't have a cover on mine in the kitchen, you can, you know, they won't see the contents. But I mean, if it was like a bowel incontinence accident, you'd probably be throwing it outside in the garbage bin anyways. But the only other con I can think of actually with the plastic back diaper is that when you have to rip the tapes off in a public bathroom, they're extremely loud. I actually did a video and there was no graphic content whatsoever, like YouTube claimed, but I actually showed me just ripping the tapes off. I didn't take the diaper off. This was like last year, just showing you how loud it was in a public restroom. And I was in a public restroom, a men's room, and you could hear it echoing throughout the entire bathroom. It was like, everyone could hear it. So if that doesn't bother you, fine. But I've had people say stupid stuff to me for less. In men's rooms, men are incredibly rude. They're unbelievable. But I guess women can be too. Anyways, that's it. That's the Alpaca Rearz adult diaper.